Yo, what's up guys? It's Andre from Rescue Gaming here, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to talk about the optimal, or somewhat optimal, power, armor MK3 setup, and, yeah, mine right here is set up for not peaceful mode, so this would be okay for peaceful mode too, and, for some reason, when I watch YouTubers play, when they play with peaceful mode, there's no biters. But when I play with peaceful mode on, there are biters, but they just don't attack you first. They probably have a special mod or something, but either way, if you're playing peaceful mode, as long as you have biters and as long as you can kill something, then, also depending if you like to get involved with killing, or if you just want to stay back and just do and stay lazy and do nothing. And for me, I put a lot of personal laser defense because they seem a little bit better than before. I'm still missing 2 of them because I'm still building them. And I have a few energy shields MK2, not as much as before because now I think they're much better and they're much more powerful, and they stop a lot more things. Plus, now, the resistances are applied before the energy shields, so now everything takes less damage than before. Before, it was energy shield first, then the resistances. And it would just go through them like it was nothing. Now, we have all these great resistances to fire, physical, explosion, acid, all these things. They're good against biters. And, especially the fire one, because I could just spray fire around me and nothing will happen. And yeah, that's why these ones are not needed as much. Also, the personal fusion reactor, don't need as many of them. And that's why you guys see, before when I started making my power armor, I said, wow, I'm going to need a lot of these guys because, like, I was looking at these and these, and I was like, this doesn't match up. So then I put an extra one down here, and I was like, and I had like 10 of these MK2 batteries up to like 1 gigajoule of power, and just nothing was happening. Like, I could do anything, like, it wasn't running out. Then I took this one out, and now it barely ever runs out. Like, you could just see, once I go attack something, like, a few pixels will come off the top, that's it. For example, let me go demonstrate. Let's see, biter base. Let's find a big one, too. Let's go to that one down there. And because I have, let's see, 16, 17 of these guys, with each plus 30% movement speed, it's pretty good, pretty good. And these batteries are very good. They've been updated, and now they're just so much better. And before, I had like 4 personal roll reports because that's all I could fit, because everything was filled up. And now I have 10, and let me show you guys what 10 is. 10 is like huge. And that's too small. Let's go down here, let's go with the flamethrower. And depending on the size of the base, like, small bases, it just goes down 1 pixel. Bigger bases like these ones go down, like, 4 quarters or something like that. And here we have research done. And I also wish there was a personal laser defense upgrade in the tech tree. Because, yeah. And, I took out the personal, the fusion reactor. Because, like, it was just not needed. It took up too much space. And I took out a lot of the batteries, because they were not needed. They took up a lot of space that was not needed. And yeah, this whole thing is done. Now I could just wait here and everything would die by itself. See? And like, this is like the laser, and it's not even finished. I still have 2 more to go. And yeah. If you guys ask me, this is pretty good. I could just walk here. Except for the biters. The biters are a bit harder to kill. Everything else, the spitters, and the worms, and like the spawners, they're easy. And yeah, just give it a little bit of hand, especially when there's a bunch of biters and stuff like that. So yeah. And now I just come here, and because I have a huge range of collecting items, I just go and just loop all of it. I don't want these trees. Keep those. Like you can see, flamethrower creates pollution. And as you guys saw, that was very great. And we barely even used, I don't even remember how much shield we used, but we used very little shield. I think it went up down here or something, I don't even remember. Battery MK2, I had 10 of them. 10 of them. Can you guys imagine that? And this whole space right here was filled up, and now I made space for like 5 more energy shield, and it's much better. I just organized everything much better. And because of this personal fusion reactor I took out, I made room for 1 exoskeleton and 2 more energy shields, which is very nice. And yeah, it's all about efficiency. You're not going to need a lot of fusion reactors, but what you will need is at least 1 battery, especially if you're fighting biters. Even if you're not, because most of the times the fusion reactor can only power something, but not too many things at once. So then you just need a little tiny buffer, even if it uses like a couple megawatts. Like even if it uses like 100 kilowatts per second of battery, and you have like 1 gigawatt, that's still good. And that buffer is just there just to kind of like compensate from when like you're working hard, because the reactors can keep everything working, but when you're doing everything overtime, like when you're using roboports and you're running around and you're recuperating health and a shield, then you just need a little bit of that buffer to take hold. It's kind of like the accumulator when with the solar panels. So yeah, flamethrower is very overpowered. I don't even use a shotgun anymore. Flamethrower all the way. Flamethrower is very good. The only reason I just keep a shotgun with me is when I go like huge expeditions and just like I went out once and just cleared up this whole place. Most of them there was like huge biter bases like these ones back here, and I kept on running out of flamethrower ammo, so I just got a shotgun, and these last a very long time. But either way, this has been the setup. You need at least 1 or 2 batteries just, there to have them. Because you guys saw it got to 75%. I could only keep, I could even change this so it's only 1, but, have like a little tiny space, which can't be filled up. But yeah, guys, if you guys are playing and you're building big, then a lot of these guys will be good. These guys take up most of the area, and a lot of these guys will be good. If you guys are playing, like, with biters, these aren't necessarily needed, but to me, they just look nice. It makes my power armor look different. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this kind of like a how-to, but not really, if you guys enjoyed this episode, then leave a like, and if you guys want more, then subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.